have to send out an apology to all y'all, man, before I start with the news. I didn't have my mic turned on, man, so I'm talking, man. I'm talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And ain't nothing coming through, but I apologize for that, man. I want to give a shout out to all of the members of the Green Gorilla channel before I get started. And I dropped the ball on that. And again, I'm sorry for that. I apologize. All this long, lingering video with no actual commentary behind it. I apologize. But that just comes from me having been off for a few days. So, I'm missing a step like Jordan coming back in the game. Not to say that I'm Jordan of this space in any degree, but So anyway, man, shout out to Odd Collar, The Face, Craig, Raphael Brown, Omni Americana, Deanne, Donald Watts, Barry Little, Ryan Jackson, HipHop.ca.tv, Black Wizard 80OS, Coach DC, The Remedy, Kashif Caldwell, Infamous Chillin', I Am Black Man, John Reads Too Much, Nichita, True King 337, B Hillfire, Force Windu, Mr. Blue Collar, Urban Nomad, Barnolas, Cal J. Sura, I'm Just Jules, The Book of Ronin, Ab Media 83, Damon Harris, Brian McMurray, Mr. Lumef, TD Hip Hop Media, Drew Main, Shop Talk Live, Mr. Heat, Afro Analyst, NEU, 2 times, Ronan Martin, Issa Abdul Zahir, Sir Anthony, Deshaun Nolly, ML Law, Charles Rogers, Black Dog, Universal 178, Black Swerve 404, Rashid Barnes, Aaron Smith, DA, C-Truth the Revelator, Gold Professor, The Nameless Protagonist, Black Pill Ned Stark, Arthur Unknown, Dr. Tiasan Johnson, Brian Williams, Kalon Jakala, Sherrod Martin, Ricky Dawson, Cedric Bowman, True 7360, BK Born Shaheed, James Washington, Hostile Adep, Seven Coast Dojo, W. Pierre 1, Rogish the Billmonger, I Care, BGS Ibmore, Marvin Battle Jr., Victor A. Coach, Dragon 59, Supreme Ibmore, Adrian Hicks, Jay Bailey, Mr. Michi, Momal, William Ruffin. What's up, dog? And Asangwa. I appreciate y'all for all y'all help and support. But since I dropped the ball, man, I'm just gonna get right into this news. So again, I'm an imperfect being. I make a lot of mistakes, and so that I just made a mistake. So sorry for having y'all lingering and hanging on for so long. But anyway, man, let me talk about this news right quick and get into what I need to get into so I can go ahead and get in and out this stream. So, right now, Joe Biden is the president, and I've been having an ongoing discussion about Biden and his policies and how they're supposed to be a market change between Trump. So there's a new kind of policy initiative program being put into place. And so right now, what you have is deportation wars. Yeah, deportation wars. So on Tuesday, the Justice Department basically rescinded a Trump-era memo that established a zero-tolerance enforcement policy for migrants crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally, which basically resulted in thousands of family separations. And the acting Attorney General, Monty Wilkinson, that's the acting Attorney General, issued the new memo to federal prosecutors across the nation. So don't do that anymore. Don't deport with zero tolerance. And so what they're going to do is return to the long-standing policy of instructing prosecutors to act on individual cases. And one can argue whether or not that's a good or bad thing. For the immigrants, of course, who have come over here illegally, it's a good thing. But I'm still waiting for policies that directly have an effect or an impact on Black people's lives. I still have not seen any conversation about this issue coming forth from the Biden administration, even though we voted for him more than any other demographic in the United States per capita, per our population. But hey, so he's taking back those policies. But a federal judge on that same Tuesday barred the U.S. government from enforcing a 100-day deportation moratorium that is key to the immigration priorities of Biden. So in other words, screw your new policy initiatives. So I'm telling you right now, people think that people are going to start holding hands and singing Kumbaya because Biden is the president, and that the cultural wars that exist between the left and the right in the United States are just going to evaporate into smoke, into mist or steam. That ain't about to happen, man. Because this cultural divide is ideological and it's value sensitive. And I don't see it changing. In fact, as the demographics begin to change in the United States, it's going to get worse. Trust me when I say this. Now, a lot of people might disagree, but time will tell the tale. But I believe I'm right on this. So, also, speaking of that, these rioters that stormed the White House, or not the White House, but the Capitol, these people are not hiding. They're not even hiding. One of them posted on Instagram, "This is me," like boasting about the event. This is how you know these people's mind state and their value system hasn't changed or it hasn't altered. Now, you can say that these people are extreme. I don't think they actually are extreme. I think this is the norm amongst a certain segment of the United States population. And that's just my sentiment on this issue. So anyway, this man had a hand emoji pointing to himself in a picture of the violent mob. And he just basically is like, "So we've stormed Capitol Hill, LOL." And one woman texted someone while inside the building, "I just want to incriminate myself a little." So these people, man, in dozens of cases, supporters of Donald Trump downright flaunted their activity on social media on the day of the so-called insurrection. And some, apparently realizing they were in trouble with the law, deleted their accounts or whatever the case may be. But these people don't care, man. And watch, you're going to see more of this. I guarantee you're going to see more of it, even if the hammer comes down. But speaking about Trump, you know, the impeachment procedures are so-called moving forward, but the Republicans don't want it to move forward. And a second impeachment for a man that's not even in office, I don't see the point in it, but okay, I guess it's a symbolic gesture for what occurred during the storming of Capitol Hill. I guess that's what it's supposed to be about, you know, but it's not going to happen. A conviction of the former president for incitement of insurrection is highly unlikely to occur. It's just, this is symbolic, I understand it, but it's not going to happen. And in a 55-45 procedural vote, the Senate set aside an objection from Kentucky Senator Rand Paul that would have declared the impeachment proceedings unconstitutional. That means the trial on Trump's impeachment, the first ever of a former, not a standing, a former president, will begin the schedule. So it's going to happen on February the 8th, or in the week of February the 8th. And they already impeached him. So I'm just asking the question, if you can impeach a president and there's no teeth behind it, and there's no real punishment or sanctions associated with the whole thing, then what is the point? Like, what does it matter that the man was impeached? What does it matter? I don't think it matters much at all. And as I said, you're going to see more of this kind of activity taking place, man. So recently, About an hour ago, the Associated Press put out an article. And in the article, it was a man pleading guilty in a conspiracy to kidnap a Michigan governor. Like these people, man, they believe, rightly or wrongly, I'm just telling you, I'm describing, I'm not issuing any normative statements about this. I'm just saying, these people are going to increasingly become more erratic and more violent and more fervent about what they perceive as their country being relinquished to a group of undesirables. I guarantee you. I'm just saying. So anyway, man, he's one of 6 men charged in an attempt, or a plot rather, to snatch the Michigan governor Gretchen Whitmer. According to a court document filed on Wednesday, January 27th. And the filing was made by prosecutors ahead of Ty Garment's appearance, who is the name of the man, before his appearance in federal court in Grand Rapids. So, his plea, I mean, it's a catch for prosecutors, right? But, hey, you're going to start to see more of this, man. I guarantee you. And the political operatives and the politicians in this country have been off limits for so long. But they haven't always been that way. They, like during the Civil War and other wars that took place in this country, the attack of politicians was not off bounds or not off limits. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to, incite anything. All I'm just doing is just describing the facts. So, guard your grill, man. Understand that it's about to continue to pop off in this country. And that's just what it is. So that's enough of the news, man. I want to talk about Black history for a quick minute. And then when I get done with that, I'm getting on to what else I got to get to. So today in Black history, it's something I'm doing, in expectation or in anticipation of Black History Month. But, we always need to celebrate Black history and to remember those people who have died or people who've done notable things. And so today is Jonathan Smith's birthday. You know him as Lil Jon. Yeah! Today is Lil Jon's birthday. He was born January 17th, 1972. Happy birthday, sir. Shout out to you, man. Also today, blues legend Robert Calvin Bland, also known as Bobby Blue Bland, was born in Rosemont, Tennessee. Referred to as the Lion of the Blues, most known for a series of hit releases, Cry, 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 I Pity the Fool, Turn on Your Love Light, Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, which, was sampled by Jay-Z. Today is that man's birthday. So shout out to Bobby Blue Bland. May you rest in heaven, sir. May you rest in heaven. And I got a quote. I'm going to start doing a quote related to this Black history expose. But today's Black history quote comes from Malcolm X. And it's a discussion about the subject matter of violence. And Malcolm X says, if violence is wrong in America, violence is wrong abroad. If it's wrong to be violent defending Black women and Black children and Black babies and Black men, then it is wrong for America to draft us and make us violent abroad in defense of her. And if it is right for America to draft us and teach us how to be violent in defense of her, then it is right for you and me to do whatever is necessary to defend our own people right here in this country. And I believe that. I think he's right on this score. But you start talking about black people engaging in self-defense, people start shaking in their boots. And they start going crazy. Oh, you can't do that. You can't. You're being lawless and reckless. Okay. But you'll be the first one to hop into that Jeep, that army Jeep, and to go kill for the, well, I ain't gonna even say it, man. But you know what I'm talking about, man. Anyway, man, I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get to the rundown and then get to the main topic of conversation. So let's do this hip hop shit. So anyway, man, you know I love hip hop, man. I make hip hop music, produce it, rap, all that shit. And I've been doing it, man, ever since I was a child. Never became a star. Got some, had some success with it, made thousands of dollars doing it, but I never made millions doing it, But anyway, man, shout out to all the people who love hip hop. I love it. We'll always love it. The younger rappers, even the older ones, I love them all, So anyway, man, T.I.'s in the news, Tip. And his name right now is being dragged through the mud about some serious accusations. He's got a former family friend, and her name is Sabrina Peterson, and she's basically saying that T.I. put a gun to her head. Which, that's what she's saying. Okay? And she wrote this on Instagram. And this is what she says. The sad part about being a woman and being a black woman is this. The public praises our predators. At Troubleman 31, you put a gun to my head in front of children, and I never called the police on you. But for years, you have painted me as the villain, as black women. It's hard to heal from rape, violence, or anything because you are painted as the problem or reason this has happened to you. Let's normalize allowing black women to heal. It's so hard being the victim of rape and being painted as the reason it happened. Let's talk. So that's what, she says. And she says, you can't have a person that has victimized women speak for us. Okay, let's have a real talk. Let's have a real talk. And then she later went on to say, what started off as a comment turned into a calling. Too many victims turn my back. I didn't know how many women he truly hurt and didn't know what made me finally say something. Nonetheless, I'm blessed that I did. This is just the beginning. This shit has gotten really real. And the only thing I have a problem with this is this whole conversation related to black women being subjected to rape and abuse. When, if you look at the numbers, you'll clearly see, and I've gone over this I don't know how many times, black women are not the only victims of violence and sexual assault and sexual abuse in the black community. But this fucking narrative continues to be pervasive in the media because it's acceptable now. And it's acceptable precisely because of intersectional feminism. And that's just the way it is. And it's going to continue to be this way until men, especially black men, push back against the narrative and tell the truth about what's going on in our community. You can't just tell one part of the truth and not tell the whole truth and think you're going to get a solution to this problem. It ain't going to happen. The issue will not be resolved. But hey, speaking of allegations and accusations, it's recently come out that Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer says that gunshot residue was found on Tory Lanez's hands. Now, I don't know, these are facts about a case, so-called facts, but we have yet to hear about any of that. I mean, one would think that if there was residue on the man's hands, that kind of exculpatory evidence would have already been revealed. But hey, we'll see. we're going to end up seeing. And this brings me to the next subject. You know, black people, man, we're having a hard time getting along, man. And the prior actor, Theodore Huxtable, you know, the character, real name Malcolm Jamal Warner, basically took to social media to express his desire to hear a new change in hip hop, a kind of new awakening. And this is what he has to say. And I think we should listen to what he has to say. And it'll be a segue into what I want to talk about for the next subject. And it's basically, dear hip hop, I love you, but I'm gonna need a break from bobbing my head to dope bars, perpetuating black death and the disrespect of queens and fellow kings. Please and thank you, with love. Now, I don't know how you feel about that, but you know, in the black community, man, we can start attacking each other, man. And when we attack each other, man, we don't really pay attention to what the consequences are. And look, let me just say, man, look, I've been there, man. I've been in violent exchanges with other men, other black males. I've been through sessions where, you know, motherfuckers getting roasted, but usually it's in real life. But you know, nowadays we have the advent of technology and, you know, brothers start roasting each other on social media and shit. It's like, it's consequences to come along with that kind of activity and that behavior, man. I'm just saying. Now, I don't know where you're from, but I'm from the trap, bruh. And I done seen motherfuckers get shot. Literally watching a motherfucker get shot. I done been shot at. I done been hit in the face with pistols and shit. I ain't gonna say what I did, but the motherfucker, I got a fake tooth in my mouth right now, man, from getting hit with a pistol. I lost my tooth. I had to go to the dentist. That motherfucker went to the ICU. That's a true story, man. And I know how these things can play out with black men. There's consequences, man. And that's why I want to declare or assert or to try to plead for black men to be peaceable to one another, man. I feel like it's necessary, man. But hey, I can't tell you what to do or how to do anything, but I implore you, understand what the consequences are, man. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, man. But hold on, man. Let me shift scenes. Because this is important, man. It's important. And I'm about to get quiet, man. Fuck this. I'm going to turn this music off, man. Turn the music off, man. So basically, Psalm 33 is a poem, and it goes like this. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Psalm 133, first verse. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Not in disharmony, not in discord, not in going off on each other, not in creating all kinds of turmoil and strife, but in unity. And that's pleasant to God. Now, I'm not deeply religious, but I do know that there is something intrinsically good about men dwelling together in unity. That's innately good, intrinsically valuable, something that's good in and of itself, regardless as to the outcome. That's something that's good for black men. Now, we already know that black men have the highest homicide rate related to the demographic of all other demographics in the US. We have a problem with being able to get along with each other. And the question is why? Is it our egos? Is it our self-righteousness? Is it our indignation at other men? Is it the desire to be that nigga, the top dog? What is it? But I can tell you this, and I know this most assuredly. No group of men will ever have perfect harmony. It'll never be. It'll never be the case that men all get along and everything will be kumbaya and happy-go-lucky. And that's not what I'm calling for. But at least if you can't get along, can you please be respectful? At least respect. Now look, I've been to prison, man. And one of the things that you must do if you're in a situation like that, you have to show respect. You have to respect people's living spaces. You have to respect people's social spaces. You have to respect people in general, or it'll end up with you getting a fucking knife or a damn shank in your abdomen. These are true facts. But some people lose sight of that and don't understand that. And people, particularly people who've never been through real heat, they think it's all nice and everything is all grand until somebody ends up getting fucked up and their body is leaking or their body is stinking. I done seen it. I'm from Kasuf, man, and Fairground Park, man. I done seen family members shoot each other over some bullshit, over some joning shit, over going off, on a motherfucker. That shit could get you shot. And I know it's some G's in this space. I know for a fact it is. Not everyone is going to take an insult to their character in passing. Now, I personally don't give a fuck what, your personal issues are. But I know one thing, man. If you got beef with another guy, man, please bring it to that guy. Bring it to that man. Discuss it with that guy. That way you can avoid drama down the road. You will always have problems with people. There'll never be a point in your life in which you're not going to have a problem with someone or the other. It's going to occur because people are imperfect and they're not going to meet up to your expectations. It's going to happen. And some people are going to be on some snake shit, whatever the case may be. Let them be on that. I just give them the chill. If that's what somebody on, I don't deal with them anymore. I don't fuck with them. I'll rap to you, bruh. But it's good, it's pleasant for brethren to be in unity with one another. And for some reason, since slavery, we can't get this shit together. We can't get it together, man. It's like black men, we're our own worst enemy. We're our biggest critics. We'll hurt each other before another motherfucker will hurt us. And that's just real shit. We'll do anything to destroy each other, to put each other down, to compete like fucking crabs in a barrel at each other. And we can do better than that. We gotta do better than that. This is a plea. I'm asking you, man. If you got a difference with a man, man, bring it to the fucking man, man. And if y'all can't handle it like that, okay, well then I can understand you've exhausted all possibilities and potentialities of resolution. I get that. I understand that. I get that. But damn. Damn. Because I'm going to tell you this. Everybody, again, is not going to take insult lying down. I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm not about to engage in the shit that I did when I was in my 30s or my 20s. But yeah, I was one of them hot-headed dudes. I was one of them guys that'll hop out of the ride with a pistol in my fucking hand and be ready to shoot the motherfucker, or will shoot the motherfucker. Or some bullshit. Because didn't anybody teach me better? Nobody taught me. I didn't have a group of older men who took me in and said, don't do that. Don't go off your impulses. Because your impulses will fuck your life up forever. But hey, do what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just asking you. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It's like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessings, even life forevermore. Black men have a good tendency to destroy each other, man, instead of uplifting one another. And why do we do that shit? I mean, you know, look, I get it, man. We're people. Everybody's a person. There's bound to be violence amongst a group of people. Nobody's immune to it. I get it. But the pronounced levels of disrespect, enmity, outright disdain for one another, that shit is extreme, man. It's extreme. Because I guess people don't think that there'll be any repercussions for it. And this brings me to why I even want to discuss it in the first place. You know, I came into this space. And let me just say this, man, just in case you don't know it. Let me just say this. I don't give a fuck about YouTube, man. Fuck YouTube. I never came into this space seeking to be or gain notoriety as a fucking YouTube personality. Now, whatever I do, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. But the one thing I'm not going to do is to create disunity in order to fucking bump up my subscriber fucking profile or whatever the fuck, my page. I would never do anything like that, man. And if I got a problem with a man, I'm going to bring it to the man. And look, I don't have a problem with any of the men that's undergoing the shit that they're going through. I get it. I understand it. I've been there. I've done that. But I thought this was the place where Ibmore resided. Intellectual black men of refinement and reform. I thought this was the place where black men were actually organizing and being progressive and beginning to tackle the issues that plague our community and to try to resolve those issues. I thought that's what the fuck was occurring. I expected, that's what I expected. But I made an assumption, I guess. And I told you again, I'll tell you again, fuck YouTube, man. I don't give a fuck about YouTube. This shit is deeper than YouTube to me. And YouTube is nothing but an instrument for me to try to give you information about the policies that are deleterious to black men. That's all I give a fuck about, man. I want to see us win. And we can have healthy competition amongst one another. But when the shit becomes destructive, what the fuck is that, man? What is it? I'm just asking the question. Because that ain't no fucking shit that's manly to me. Being able to hurt a motherfucker or kill a motherfucker over an impulse or over a disdain for a man, that shit ain't really manly to me, man. I'm just keeping it 100. Now, if you got a problem with me, bring it to me. I don't do fucking social media beef. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I can't fathom it. I just don't understand it. I'm just being honest about it. I don't fucking get it, man. I want us to be able to move the crowd on policy and to work on these systems that fuck over our lives and that keep us in never-ending cycles of depression, regression, and oppression. That's what I'm trying to do, man. It is an instrument, a tool. It's not the end in and of itself. I never came to this space with the expectation that I'm all of a sudden about to get paid. I came into this place to work, to build relationships with, and to develop means by which men can be progressive, man. That's it. All the other shit is an addition, it's an addendum to the main goal. So my question is, the black manosphere is a public sphere. It is a microsphere of the public sphere. It is, because issues are being discussed here that are important and that are relevant to the lives of black men. But the question is, what are we going to do with the space, man? That's my question to y'all. Because I can't do shit with the space by myself. I'm just one man. And I'm not a big man at that. And never expected to be. I'm just asking the question. What do y'all want to do with the space, man? You talking about the space growing. Okay, so it's growing. Growing into what? Because you can grow malignantly. You can have malignant growth. It's called cancer. Or do you want healthy growth? Do you want growth that people can look at it and the world will see it and you'll be proud of what you did? Or you're going to look back 5, 10, 15 years later and be like, damn, that was some stupid shit I did. And I'm just being honest, man. Motherfuckers say black men in this space are among the most rational, the most philosophical, the most progressive, the most rational. So what's rational about going back and forth and shit with motherfuckers on YouTube or any other place for that matter? This shit ain't hip hop, man. And you already know how that shit translates, what happens or occurs in hip hop. Motherfuckers end up dead. I know human nature all too well. Somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt and then somebody gonna lash out. I don't hope that it happens, but I know human nature. And I know one thing men do not like to suffer, and one thing they don't like is to suffer disrespect and the defamation of their characters. 100 years ago, you defame a man's character, you got to go have a duel with that man. Y'all gonna stand in front of each other with pistols and shoot it out. In my fraternity, motherfuckers take it to the grass. Something gonna happen. Ain't no talk, ain't no walking away from the situation. Something's gonna occur. I just want us to be respectful and progressive. That's it. That's all I desire, man. I came up with an idea on my own to try to make a documentary so I can get the best and the brightest black men that I know that talk about issues related to black men and to put it on the fucking big screen and to put it on streaming services so that our interests can actually be seen by not motherfuckers just on YouTube, but by people in the academy and people in popular culture. Because you can get caught into YouTube and think this is the center of the fucking universe. It ain't. But oh well, do what you want to do, man. I can't change your mind. All I'm telling you is, it's consequences to everything you do. For every action, there's a reaction. And you don't know what a motherfucker going through. This shit is virtual reality. This shit ain't reality. This some shit where motherfucker, you don't know who they are for real. You don't know who they are for real, man. You don't know what the fuck a motherfucker going through either. And what might push him over the edge to come with a pistol and pop your motherfucking dome piece off. All because you was feeling like the big guy that day. Or you wanted to be cool or funny or get some laughs and shit. Nothing creates mischief more than laughter amongst men. Ridiculing other men is the very thing which leads to death. That's how it happens. I'm willing to bet you, in a preponderance of cases, most motherfuckers that get killed amongst black men, which the rate is higher than any other demographic, is disrespect. I bet you laughter, ridicule. I can see if it was money. I can see if it was territory. But it's disrespect, laughter, disdain, misrecognition. That's the cause of it. But hey, fuck it though. You can do whatever you want to do, man. You can engage in nigga shit, consider yourself to be progressive, and then fucking drag yourself down. You can do whatever you want to do. It's sensational. Motherfuckers gonna get some popcorn or whatever the case may be, but the world is watching. They're looking. We're making claims about how progressive we are, and then here we are back into some nigga shit. But hey, I understand it because I've been there. But I'm older now, man. I'm almost 50. In May, I'll be 50, man. I'm hoping that the men in this space can actually do the work required to pull us out of the condition that we're in. You say SYSBM, how do you save yourself? We say we're among the best of men. How can we get each other together if we turn each other down? I see Angry Man came in, man. Look, I understand, brother. And you know what? We need to shut these trolls down. I don't tolerate trolling either. And this is what Angry Man says. Unfortunately, it'll never happen. I'm one of the founding fathers of this space, and my character is constantly defamed, no matter how much good I do. Well, you know what? I get it, brother. I understand. I get it. But we have to band together with motherfuckers that we know are actually about this work, man, and get it done, man. Let them lanes be lame. Let them fuck boys be fuck boys. Let them do what they got to do, man. Let them bitch ass niggas be bitch ass niggas on their own, man. I want to work and build, man. I really and truly do, man. I don't give a fuck about YouTube. I care about y'all, man. That's it. And the shit that I've gone through, I don't want other men to ever have to go through. That is all, man. I'm going to share with you another poem like I shared Psalms with you. And I think it's instructive here. And I think it means something. I think it's substantive. It's called If by Roger Kipling. Now, I don't really like Roger Kipling for some of the shit that he did, but I think this poem is instructive about how to deal with motherfuckers on the sideline hating and creating obfuscation and all kind of motherfucking mischief. If you can keep your head when all about you or losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think but not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisting by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn wrong after they're gone, and so hold on when there's nothing left in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings and not lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. If all men count with you, but none too much. If you can feel the unforgiving minute, with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. You'll be a man. People will come at you twisted and sideways. Shake them motherfuckers off, man. Brush your shoulders off, man. Keep pushing. We got to work together. For those who are willing to work, I'm willing to work. I want to work. I want to improve the quality and the condition of black men's lives. That's it. All the other shit is ancillary. Everything else is an addendum, an augmentation. All I want to do is have us help each other. For those who are willing to do so. I don't want to see us get attacked or get hurt, and I don't want to see anybody get fucked up, because I know what this shit will lead to. I've seen it dozens of times, and I don't want it to happen to any of us. I want us to be a beacon of light, a shining ray of hope for other men that's going through the most dastardly situations, man. The most dismal and abysmal conditions. I want us to rise out of it. That's it. I don't want us to hurt each other, man. I want us to support each other. It's about friendship and brotherhood. So anyway, man, I'm going to leave it at that. I love y'all, man. I'm an OG in the game. I'm trying to do nothing more than promote the conditions in which we can love each other. It's loving each other, because no one is coming to save us but us. We're the only ones who are capable of saving ourselves. The political conditions and the philosophical and ideological conditions in this country have moved to a point where nobody gives a fuck about us but us. But damn, we don't even give a fuck about ourselves. And so Angry Man has said, Herb Saint, thanks for proving my point. It's not ego to state facts nor acknowledge contributions of those who came prior. And look, all I can do is, Angry Man, I honor you, man, for putting me on and giving me your subscribers, brother. Because you helped me out. And I always said, then you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm going to give you a shout out because you help support me. I understand that. BGS, Dr. Johnson, and all the other people who have helped me. I appreciate every last scintilla of help. I always have appreciated, and I know. But just listen to me as an OG, not in a YouTube space, but just an OG in life. A motherfucker who suffered all kind of bullshit fucking around in this culture and in this society. I want us to get along, man. I want us to. I mean, emphatically, I'm emphasizing this, man. I want us to be able, especially if we know that there's people here who are willing to be progressive, let's fuck with them, man. All the other Rudy Poo shit, let's leave it behind, man. Let's leave the bullshit behind. And then Seven Coast says, I have witnessed and wonder if the clicks, views, and laughs emojis are worth it when you defame other men. I thought iron sharpens iron, but what I noticed is chaos vestiges claiming to be order. Sick. Look, man, this is a time we're not above human nature. We are subjected to it just like anybody else. My only hope is that we can overcome our problems, and we know nobody's going to help us but us. We know that. We understand that. We can think it and rationalize it through logic, but can we carry it out in the real world and understand? I want us to grow. And I want us to grow not malignantly, but benevolently, substantively, vigorously. That's all I feel, man. That's all I got to say about it, man. I'm not calling out any man at all. All I'm asking for us, because I know I'm the peacemaker, man. That's what I am. But I'm also a philosopher, so I'm critical. Now, I talk shit a lot. But I love you motherfuckers, man. Nobody else loves us, man. I love this space, man. I want to see the shit grow the right way, man. Fuck me. I'll go out of business tomorrow. I don't care about going out of business on YouTube. I care about y'all, though, man. I want us to grow, man. I want us to be nice to each other, man, if it's possible. Somebody got to stop the crazy shit. This mudslinging going to lead to death. I know where it's going to lead. Everybody's not going to take insults lying down. I love y'all, man. I want y'all to be robust, to grow, and to be the best versions of yourselves y'all can be, man. An Angry Man says, by the way, love the graphic fam. Keep doing your thing. Salute. Salute to you, Angry. Salute to all of y'all out there, man. I'm just trying to provide a corrective, a prophetic corrective. I can't tell you what to do with it. I love all y'all, man. And I want us to grow and be positive. And I know it's going to get, trust me, I've been there. I've been in gunfights and shit. I know what it can be like. And I don't want to see us do that, man. I don't. So anyway, man, I love y'all. And I'm going to leave with the inspiration for the evening, man. And then I'm going to play a new beat for you because I'm going to start doing that shit a little more often. So let me get to the spiritual portion. And then after that, I'm going to play the beat and end the stream, man. I started this because that brother, man, lost his life, man. He committed an act of suicide. And this world is a difficult place to traverse, man. It's filled with all kind of pit holes and traps. And it ain't easy, man, living life in a culture where you're the boogeyman. But I want you to know, man, at least just for the night, man, you can make your night a great night. Just tonight. Maybe not tomorrow. It might be fucked up tomorrow, but tonight you can have a good night. Because all you need is there. It's your attitude. It's the way you're viewing things that's going to determine whether you have a good or a bad night tonight. And I want y'all to have a good one. A for real good one, man. And know that you are intelligent. I kind of went off tonight, but you are among the most intelligent men I have come across. You're the most philosophical group of black men I've run across. But we're human. But let's not let our humanity debase our humanity even further. That's all I'm asking, man. So I say that in love, man. And that's it. Nothing but love. So have a good night tonight, man. Love yourself. And try to extend some love to the people who are immediately surrounding you, if you can. I'll holler at y'all the next time. Brand new beat. Peep it.
Lately I've been trying. Ooh, yeah. Why? Oh, no. Lately I've been trying. Ooh, yeah. Baby. Ooh, yeah. Lately I've been trying. Ooh.